Hi, my name is James Sturriano, part of Team Cybernet, comprised of Rodney Cox, Leigh Georgiani, and myself. Today, we are here to speak with you about the topic of mobile device security. Within the next few minutes, we will discuss the risks involved with the use of mobile devices in the enterprise environment and their available mitigations, including access and productivity, privacy concerns, data loss prevention, asset management and security, network threats and malicious software, and travel to high-risk countries.
Increased productivity via access to corporate data can lead to increased exposure to security risks. Many personal apps gather user data even when not in use, which is particularly troubling when personal apps can gather information on user behavior from work apps. The go-to enterprise solution requires the installation of a mobile device manager on mobile devices used for business. This can help with other risks too, like data leakage, Wi-Fi interference from unsecured networks, poor password hygiene, and even physical device breaches. MDM tools can reject connections to unsuitable networks, impose password requirements, and remotely wipe data from lost or stolen devices. Privacy risks involved in mobile device management vary. If the enterprise is not careful to gather appropriate user consent when deploying MDM tools, they could face penalties or even class action lawsuits for violating employee privacy rights. Additionally, U.S. federal regulations, such as the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, may also come into play. Even if legal action is not taken, perceived privacy violations may cause users to disregard secure procedures in favor of their own workaround solutions. As a result, MDM tools should be as user-friendly as possible, and legal counsel should be involved when designing MDM policies to ensure that the policy does not violate employee privacy rights.
While information can flow more easily to authorized employees, it can also flow more easily to everybody else. In fact, the risk associated with data loss and leakage is a top concern for organizations. 38% of security professionals in one survey stated that they were particularly concerned about mobility or BYOD devices in the workplace. 29% stated that their top concerns included lost data due to human error. Here is how we qualify data loss. Data in question has to be considered sensitive. DLP event must be concerned with external parties. The external parties gaining access to sensitive data must be unauthorized to do so. Here are a few risks associated with DLP. Hardware, which could be equipment failure, a backdoor option. Software, zero-day discovery, expiration or renewal of vendor software licenses. Personnel, lack of awareness, convenience versus compliance. Now, we will talk about the mitigation procedures. Perform daily maintenance, vet the vendor, patch and security fixes, backup data, provide security awareness training. The corporate-owned, personally enabled device itself is an organizational asset to be tracked, maintained, depreciated, and eventually replaced, but the information on the device is another kind of asset. Mobile devices may contain sensitive information about employees, clients, and prospects, such as PII, PHI, payment card, industry information, PCI, and intellectual property, IP. Here's a few risks associated with asset management: theft of device, equipment failure, BYOD, what's allowed and prohibited to company data. These are the mitigation procedures we will put in place with security in mind: device tracking, vet the vendor through available information, technical refresh at set periods, employee training of mobile devices, and finally, create a BYOD policy.
Mobile devices are designed to make it easy to find, acquire, install, and use third-party applications from public app stores. This poses obvious security risks, especially for mobile device platforms and app stores that do not place security restrictions on application publishing. The enterprise should plan their mobile device security on the assumption that unknown third-party mobile device applications downloadable by users cannot be trusted.
Not every network is legitimate. Many users happen across networks that impersonate legitimate networks, but which actually intercept or even change intended mobile device communications. As for securing the network, the most basic solution is to leave Wi-Fi disabled. As a result, network communication is passed over the cellular network, which is harder to impersonate. This may be impractical, however, due to the dynamic nature of cellular signal strength. The most efficient method is to turn on VPN tunneling, only when a threat is detected. Not every application is what it seems either, and it is difficult for users to detect malicious applications or malware that exfiltrates data without their knowledge. Lastly, operating systems and genuine apps have numerous vulnerabilities that can be exploited. Risk from these applications can be reduced in several ways, such as prohibiting the installation of apps from third parties, implementing whitelisting to allow installation of approved applications only, verifying that applications only receive necessary permissions on the mobile device, or implementing a secure sandbox that isolates the organization's data and applications from all others on the device. Another possible mitigation is to perform a risk assessment on each third-party application before permitting its use on the organization's mobile devices. This method, although time-consuming, may be the best solution for highly regulated industries.
When it comes to enterprise employees operating in high-risk countries, all risks and their mitigations mentioned previously still hold true, but they're now amplified based on the current threat levels in the area. The monitoring of public networks, even VPN-secured networks, is quite common in certain parts of the world, making access to or the relay of enterprise data risky. Additionally, theft or seizure by authorities can lead to the interception of enterprise data.
Mobile devices are supposed to make it easy to access data anywhere, but if networks are being monitored and government authorities can seize a device, what can be done? Employees need some level of data access while traveling abroad, and this can be provided securely at a minimum level through the following methods: mobile threat detection, for example, semantic SEP, reporting theft or seizure as soon as possible, blocking biometric access and requiring high-character alphanumeric passwords on the mobile devices, limiting data access and blocking the ability to store data locally, and accessing email and documents through cloud portals such as O365.
Conducting business with mobile devices is clearly trending. As this trend grows, it is important for companies to select solutions which address the unique risks associated with their business, while still providing the necessary data access to their employees. Technologies such as mobile device management, mobile threat detection, mobile asset management solutions, and virtual private network technology certainly make combating bad actors a bit easier. But these solutions contain inherent risks themselves. Because of this, seeking legal counsel and having an understanding of the challenges presented by risk elements such as privacy, location, and geography are also critical to protecting the enterprise security posture. Together, these tools and processes are instrumental to successfully implementing mobile devices in the enterprise environment. Thank you.